Hi everyone. To apply for the youth roles as part of the Working for Victoria initiative, you need to navigate to the following website, vic.gov.au/workingforvictoria. On here, you'll find information about the Working for Victoria initiative. Feel free to have a read through. There's lots of jobs and there's lots going on with this initiative. But down the bottom is the button we are looking for to create your profile. We want to click on I'm looking for work. And once we're in there, there is also a button there saying apply for work. So just go ahead and click on that one. You can do this all on your phone. That should take you to the Sidekicker landing page. This is where you're going to create your account and just fill in the information required, making sure you've got a strong password and that your address is correct. Once in and you've got your account set up, you'll come to the registration screen. So once you're in here, it's going to ask you a few questions about your working rights. And we're just going to go through and just input some data as an example. So we're going to say we're an Australian citizen today and that we're looking for full-time work. So there is the option for the part-time hours there. So select whatever suits you. But in this video, we'll go for full-time. So the next page, we're going to look at employment history and qualifications. For the purpose of this, we'll just say that we finished year 11. Actually, no, we'll go Cert 2. We'll say we've done this in information technology. Once again, just using this as an example, but put in what your highest level and highest qualification is. If that's year 12 or VCAL, add that in. If that's a Cert 3 or higher, add that in definitely. If it's just year 11 or lower, just use that first one. It's also here asking for work experience. So we'll just put in McDonald's, a pretty easy job. When it asks for work experience, you want to be as detailed as possible. So make sure, if it's McDonald's and a crew member, that you've got a lot of information about what sort of duties you had in your role. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to write general duties after we input the dates here. But you would want to include things about customer service, using of FPOS, and be as descriptive as possible, because this will serve as your resume for employers to see. So they won't be getting your full CV, they'll just be getting your Sidekicker profile sent through. So the more information about work history you have, if you've got some, definitely the better. So these Sidekicker roles are obviously for people that have lost work due to COVID or have significantly reduced work. So if you haven't got a work history, maybe just put in your work experience if you've done any before to date and chuck that in. So it's going to ask what industry things belong to. So we're just going to put in accommodation, food services. This next one is the most closest role in there. I'm just going to put sales because as part of McDonald's, you're obviously making sales. There's a button there to add further experience if you've had more than one role. And like I said, put everything you've done in there, be as descriptive as possible. The dates don't matter too much, but yeah, chuck it all in. So down here now, it's going to ask you industries you're interested in or you'd like to experience. For the sake of the youth jobs that we have going with the government at the moment, there are two in specific that you'd want to click because they're more entry-level roles that don't require much experience. So when you're looking at this, make sure you select administrative and support services as one of your preferences and public administration as safety. So these are the programs, most of the youth employment programs being run through Working for Victoria will be putting out their jobs in. So if you're not clicked on both of these, you'll probably miss out on the youth specific roles. So make sure you get those and click the next button. Now, it's going to ask if you're willing to work in regional Victoria. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to put no, we're not willing, but obviously your choice. And then we're going to put in our date of birth and other information. So this is your personal information. To qualify for the youth employment jobs that are going, you have to be between 17 and 29. So make sure you get your birth range correct in that. How you identify, if you're Indigenous, Aboriginal, Torres Strait Islander, parent or carer, we're just going to put no here, and that we speak English at home. I'm going to say no for a disability, and I'm just going to agree to the terms of service. So there we go. That's how we sign up for Sidekicker. So this is the first start of the process, just making sure we're on there and that we can receive these jobs as they come up.